52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back to back to back state champions. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2015 NSAA Girls Basketball Championships. And this evening in Class A, the title game between the Omaha Westside Warriors at 23-4 and the upstart and surprising Norfolk Panthers at 15-12. And good evening, everybody. I'm Larry Putney along with Judy Nolan. Great to have you with us tonight for this Class A state championship game. Really, this is a bit different than any others that we've had today. We've seen a lot of repeat champions here for 2 and 3 times. Later tonight, a rematch of a state championship game. But these two teams, this whole environment is a bit foreign. In fact, Norfolk has never been in a state championship game in girls basketball. Westside hasn't been here and won a title since '99.
Yeah, you know, we've had a lot of different things happen in Class A basketball this year.
Right, yeah.
And here we are in the state finals. You know, Westside has a great inside player, Jay Bridgman. She does a great job inside, creating the moves and the rebounds. They also have Quinn Weideman on the outside. She's a freshman, but I'm going to tell you, you would never know it. She drives to the basket. She takes control of the game. Also, Norfolk, they have J.C. Bradley. She's a great outside shooter and a great free throw shooter. She had 34 of their 46 points on Thursday with the win over #1 Benson. And of those, she had 20 of 24 of those were from the free throw line. So it's going to be a great matchup between those two teams.
Should be a good one. The Norfolk Panthers, the Westside Warriors. When we come back, the state championship on the line in Class A.
Large trucks and trailers can easily drive through a state highway roundabout. The center of the roundabout has a low raised area for larger vehicles to drive over if necessary. It's called the apron. Visit the website for more information about driving a roundabout.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
Hello. Welcome back inside the Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's the Class A championship game. The Norfolk Panthers taking on the Westside Warriors. The Warriors coming in 23-4. Panthers coming in 15-12. I'm Andy Kennedy. I'm your sideline reporter. We'll be doing interviews during the game and after as well. But time to kick things off. The festivities of the party is about to begin in Class A. Time for your public address announcer. Here's Doc Weiniger.
The Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools welcome you to the 2015 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its corporate partners, U.S. Bank, U.S. Cellular, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Farmers Mutual, Max Preps, Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, CHI St. Elizabeth's, Pump and Pantry, Midwest Dairy, Callum Sports Photography, Custom Sports, and Cliff Keen. And now, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for the Class A State Championship game. Tonight's game features the Omaha Westside Warriors versus the Panthers of Norfolk High School. And now, let's meet the players and coaches competing in tonight's game. First, the non-starters for the visiting team, the Omaha Westside Warriors. Number 2, Blair Kazire. Number 4, Callie Anderson. Number 11, Carolyn Leibel. Number 12, Cassie Oliver. Number 20, Bridget Meisner. Number 24, Lindsay Curran. Number 30, Anna Sheehan. Number 34, Cassidy Kennedy. And number 50, Maya Salarana. And now, the non-starters for the home team, the Norfolk Panthers. Number 0, Kyla Moore. Number 4, Mackenzie Murren. Number 11, Erica Hansen. Number 12, Leah Boss. Number 13, Michaela Hymas. Number 14, Riley Johnson. And number 15, Erica Medell. And now, the starting lineup for the Westside Warriors. A 5'8" senior, number 10, Jen Poots. A 5'5" senior, number 14, Reagan Johnson. A 5'10" senior, number 22, Miranda Thacker. A 5'8" freshman, number 32, Quinn Weideman. And a 6'1" senior, number 40, Jay Bridgman. Head coach for the Warriors is Steve Clark, assisted by Jamie Davis, Beth Peitzmeyer, Heather Steffen, Kaylin Carlson, Tom Marasco, and Dave Martin. And now, the starting lineup for the Panthers of Norfolk High School. A 5'7" senior, number 2, Leah Larson. A 5'10" senior, number 10, JC Bradley. A 5'9" sophomore, number 25, Jenna Yoakum. A 5'11" senior, number 32, Talia Williams. And a 6' freshman, number 41, Taylor Stoltz. Head coach for the Panthers is Jared Oswald, assisted by Aaron Bradley, Trevor Ostin, Amber Johnson, and Jason Ayers. Tonight's game officials are Aaron Schwartzendruber, Mary McGee, and Tim Washburn. The bench official is Cody Haig. And now, ladies, let's play basketball.
So here we go, Class A state championship, Westside and Norfolk. Both of these teams looking for a first in a long time. Norfolk, obviously, northeastern part of the state. Westside out of Omaha. Panthers come in at 15-12, Westside at 23-4. This is how they got to the state championship game. If we look at rounds 1 and the semifinals, Norfolk with a win over Benson, 46-37. That was a huge upset as Norfolk was the number 8 seed. Benson was the number 1 overall seed and undefeated. Then Norfolk knocks off Bellevue West, which was in the state championship game last year, to get here. Westside beats Millard West 55-44 and then knocks off Northeast out of Lincoln 61-49. And here we are, an unexpected but I think exciting Class A state championship matchup.
Yeah, you know, as we talked about, there's been a lot of things happening in Class A basketball, so you never know. You got to play that whole season. It's when it comes down to the end, what we're going to be doing here in the state tournament.
You saw Steve Clark. Here's Jared Oswald in his first year as the head coach at Norfolk. Not a bad first year, huh? Career record 15-12. They came into the tournament, state tournament at 13-12, one game above 500. And oh, by the way, we're going to play for a state title. Tip controlled by Westside. Reagan Johnson has it quickly, goes to the freshman. We'll hear a lot from her. Quinn Weideman on that right wing. Here's Johnson up top. Now Weideman looks inside. Good skip pass into Jay Bridgman. Bridgman good down low. Bridgman shot is off. Rebound put back by Poots. And Jen Poots gets the first bucket of the game for the Warriors. Right away, they jump into the full court press. Johnson nearly had it. Come the Panthers the other way.
Westside will do a good job. They run kind of a zone press, a 1-2, 1-1 zone press, but they go back into a man defense.
Leah Bradley tried the bounce pass, taken away by Weideman. Weideman drives the other way. Foul on the floor before the shot. No basket.
And that's what you're going to see a lot from the freshman, Quinn Weideman. Here she is in her state championship game as a freshman. Let me tell you, it's not going to bother her. She is going to go after it all.
Loose ball picked up by Talea Williams. Talea with the lay-in and bucket by number 32, the senior Talea Williams.
Norfolk is going to play in a 2-3 zone. Westside will have to be very patient on the outside, looking for that outside shot, but also they're looking at Jay Bridgman here on the inside.
Get down low to Bridgman. She is fouled on the turnaround down on the block, so Bridgman will go to the line and shoot two. Foul called on Taylor Stoltz. That's two quickly here on Stoltz.
You know, and it's a tough position for her. She kind of had the same thing happen yesterday. You know, in their win yesterday, that she got into a little bit of foul trouble. But then also, you know, coming in is Riley Johnson, and is Riley Johnson, and she did a great job yesterday filling in. You know, when Taylor Stoltz got in foul trouble yesterday.
Second one by Bridgman is off. Rebound tipped high. Boots nearly tipped it away, but Norfolk controls. Here's J.C. Bradley, the senior, good-looking senior. Bradley looks inside, good bounce pass, tipped away, regathered by Jenna Yoakum. Yoakum looks inside, she'll drive baseline. Yoakum with the shot, and it's good. All 4-3 now. Norfolk down, or up by one. Early on here, period number one. Down low, Bridgman.
Norfolk doing a good job of double teaming there on Bridgman, because that's where Westside is going to look. They like to get it in, plus kick back out. Both Thacker and Weideman are good outside shooters.
Down low now, it will be inbound by Quinn Weideman. Check that, Johnson inbounding. Inbounds to Miranda Thacker, the three is off. Rebound down to Leah Larson. And Norfolk with the ball and a 1-point lead. 2 minutes gone here in the game. Thought about the three and traveled. Good recovery there by the Warriors, forcing the turnover.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good matchup. You know, Quinn is going to have her a big job there, because J.C. Bradley obviously is the big shooter, the big scorer for Norfolk.
Class A All-State is J.C. Bradley, averages 20 a game. Bridgman down low, trying to work, kicked outside to Johnson. Johnson throws up the shot, it's off, and the rebound to J.C. Bradley. Bradley, as we said, averages nearly 20 a game. Class A All-State, Super State. She'll play next year at USD, University of South Dakota in Vermillion. In that win over Benson, she scored 34 points and a state record 20 of 24 from the free throw line. So J.C. Bradley can get it done in many different ways. Norfolk extends that lead now at 6-3. First ever trip for a Norfolk girls basketball team to the championship floor in Lincoln. Good bounce pass back to Johnson, left-handed dribble. Shot along the baseline, doesn't get it to go. Last tip by, looks like Riley Johnson. It went off Johnson and out. It will stay with the Warriors. There's a look at Steve Clark you saw briefly. There's Steve Clark in his fourth year as varsity girls basketball coach, 53 and 34, but which is about everything else at Westside, right?
Yes, he does. He stays very busy. He's very active with our kids at Westside High School.
Coached baseball, he's coached for about 20 years. Long shot outside is off and out. So now to inbound it will be Yoakum. Tipped around, kept under control by Bradley. Bradley shut off by Weideman. Good pass down low. Nothing there though for Hymas. Tipped around And Bridgman comes up with it.
Yeah, good block by Bridgman. She is very effective on the defensive end down there, as long as she, can get a good block and not get into foul trouble.
Johnson looks inside for Bridgman, back up top. Weideman now to Thacker, back to Weideman. Thought about the three, now dribble penetration. Kicks back out. Johnson's three is off. Rebound Bridgman. Bridgman has it taken away. The steal by Michaela Hymas. Back up top, here's Norfolk resetting, still 6-3. Shot on the way from Hymas is off. Rebound went down to Bradley, but Bradley rolls backward on the line, and we have a timeout on the floor. The Panthers here early on in the Class A state championship game, leading the Warriors 6-3. More first period action when we come back to the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln.
When we transform Nebraska corn into ethanol, it doesn't disappear from the food supply. It just takes a little detour. Ethanol is made from the starch. The rest of the corn becomes livestock feed to create meat and dairy products, corn oil, sweetener, and other food ingredients, and maybe a little carbon dioxide to make your soft drinks fizzy. Homegrown ethanol helps satisfy America's hunger for energy and the world's appetite for feed and food. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank knows the importance of giving back. That's why we're committed to supporting charitable, educational, and service organizations in communities across Nebraska and the nation. In 2014, U.S. Bank employees have already provided more than 3,000 hours of community service in Nebraska, and we are dedicated to continuing that support. U.S. Bank, serving you in Nebraska. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Norfolk leading Westside early. Norfolk has a senior. Her name is Talia Williams. She was born without a lower left arm and hand. She's been playing hoops since she's been in first grade, and she's honored that some people call her an inspiration, but she just enjoys being a good teammate. She says, some people underestimate me at first, but they make me go left, stuff like that, but it doesn't take too long for people to figure out that she truly has game. And J.C. Bradley told me before the game that Norfolk would not be in this position without T.
Mad scramble, and the foul called on T as it was a scramble for the ball, and Talia Williams picks up her first personal foul. Can absolutely understand why folks consider her an inspiration. 6-5 Norfolk here early on. Good strong drive by Quinn Weideman. The foul committed, called on Jenna Yoakum. Yoakum picks up her first personal foul. That's the fourth team foul on the Panthers. No personal fouls yet on Westside.
Jared Oswald talks about that they used to play a 3-2. He switched it down here to a 2-3, which is probably a good switch for what, playing Westside as well, that they're packing it in on the inside, because right now they have both big girls in there right now on the inside, and that's where Westside is going to be looking at this point.
Jared Oswald talked last night about the importance of being able to handle the pressure that they would see from Westside, because they struggled with it last night. And despite having 21 turnovers, Norfolk ended up winning the game last night. Thanks in large part because of the shooting woes. I knew that would be an issue here, but Bellevue West was 4 of 44, I believe.
Yes, from the three-point. Just could not get that to go in on the three-pointers last night.
So Westside having some success here early on, picking up in the full court with some pressure. Long three-pointer on the way, rattles off. Johnson thought she had it, pulled out of there by Williams. Back to Williams, looked inside. ball movement. The shot on the way by Yoakum, and that rattles in. That ends a scoring drought for Norfolk of about 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Neither team had been effective scoring the ball. In fact, Westside is just one of its last 9 field goals. Norfolk had a drought of about 3:15. Bridgman with it. She'll try to change that. Off the front of the rim, can't get it to go. Norfolk pushes it. Williams underneath. Great catch and bucket by Talia Williams.
That was a great outlet pass by Bradley and a great shot by Williams on the layup.
Lead back to 3 for Norfolk. Inside. A foul inside, and Maya Solarana.
Here's the outlet by Bradley down to Williams. Just a great pass and a great catch and shot by Williams down there for the layup.
Williams will take a seat. Long 3 on the way. Is off. Rebound to Bradley.
Norfolk wants to set it up, or maybe they're going to go for one shot here to end the quarter.
Weideman will get out there and get the count. Good job handling the ball by J.C. Bradley. Right, this is a great matchup between Bradley and Weideman. Bradley just about went by her, and Weideman committed the foul.
As a freshman, you know, Quinn Weideman does a lot, especially defense and offense. She usually will guard the tough person from the other team. She brings the ball down a lot of times for Westside and also looking to drive into the basket.
So the Panthers still holding for last shot here. Foul up front. That will be called on Jenna Yoakum. That's Yoakum's second. So now 2 starters for the Norfolk Panthers with 2 fouls. And Yoakum will take a seat with those 2 fouls. Williams back into the game. Stoltz and Yoakum both with 2. So 10 to go here, first period. And clock runs out before they can get a shot. Just unaware of the clock ticking down. Did not get the shot off, and we have a 10-7 score after 1 period. Norfolk on top.
Risk management surrounding head trauma and concussions is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Westside trails Norfolk 10-7 after 1. Head coach Steve Clark, he's got a great relationship with his 7 seniors, kind of a goofy good relationship. You know, his seniors suggesting different outfits for him to wear, maybe giving them the seal of approval, and this outfit he has on is what they call on point. The black shirt and the striped tie. It's the lucky outfit for Steve Clark. They keep winning with him wearing it. And here's the kicker, guys. I brought 2 ties to wear at the state championship, and one of them was the exact same tie that Steve Clark is wearing. So I had to go with the other one. Guys, how embarrassing. Back to you.
What great fashion sense you both have.
I was just going to say, just shows that Coach Clark has some fashion, Andy.
$10-7 here to start this second period of play. Well played first period. Little scoring drought for both teams in the middle, but good defense as they continue to feel this out.
Westside will stay in that man-to-man, but they're also going to have, they are needing to be on Hope's side, especially with Bradley. She's their big scorer for Norfolk.
Dribbled it off the leg and out of bounds on Bradley. Turnover. Well, that is the 6th turnover now for Norfolk. Westside with just 1 turnover in the game, but Westside down by 3. Really, it's about the shooting percentage for Westside. They're shooting at a 15% clip. Norfolk is shooting at a 63% clip, so a huge difference in the shooting percentages of these two teams. Westside just 2 of 13, lays that one in, and now they are 6 of 9 and extend that lead to 12 on the bucket by Bradley. Johnson's long three-pointer off the front. Bradley comes down with the rebound. Double dribble called on Bradley.
Yeah, that percentage of shooting is really huge right now. And it's part of, Westside just needing to get into the flow of things on their offense, getting the shots that they want. Norfolk is really packing in on that 2-3. They are not letting right now. They do not want Jay Bridgman to catch the ball inside there.
Good look at that 2-3 zone. I'm talking with Jared Oswald. He said really the season started to turn around a bit for them when they went to this 2-3 and really became effective. He thought they extended really very active in the zone on Friday night against Bellevue West. They switched from that 3-2 that they were playing and guarding the perimeter to a 2-3 and just making those 2 guards up top much more active. Good put back there down low. That's the freshman, Quinn Weideman. And now jumping right into pressure. Erica Meadow bringing it up. Williams drives in. Thought about the shot. Double dribble called on Williams.
And that's a big key for Westside. They really play that pressure defense on that man-to-man. And they like to play it, full court, sometimes playing a zone press, full court back to man.
I think back there may not be another Cinderella story in Class A quite like this Norfolk team. Coming in a number 8 seed, just 1 game over 500, knocking off the undefeated and top-seeded team in Benson, and then backing that up with the win over Bellevue West, who was in the title game last year against Benson. It's really been quite a ride for these Panthers. They just continue to believe, according to head coach Jared Oswald. Nobody's told them they can't. They believe in that zone defense they're playing.
Absolutely. When they came out as the district champions, I think that probably gave them a whole new momentum for their season to come down here to Lincoln to the state tournament.
Yeah, with more on, let's go to Andy.
Yeah, Larry, picking up on your Cinderella story, talking about Norfolk, never in the history of the Nebraska Girls State Basketball Tournament has a team come in with more losses into the championship game. The closest, Silver Creek, a D2 school, came in with 11 in 1993. In fact, no Class A school had come in with more than 5 losses in Nebraska history. So what Norfolk's doing is truly a Cinderella story.
Really amazing, that's for sure. Foul there on Leah Larson. That's another foul on the Panthers. So now 7 team fouls. So each subsequent foul will put Westside at the line. And Norfolk will take a timeout. They've been bitten by the turnover bug here in the last couple of minutes. Let's take a look at last year's state championship showdown.
Pressure defense and timely scoring down the stretch helped Omaha Benson beat Bellevue West in last year's Class A Girls Championship. Down 37-30 in the fourth quarter, Benson revved up their defensive effort, resulting in Thunderbird turnovers the Bunnies converted into points during an 11-2 run that put them up 41-39 with just under 3 minutes to play.
Robinson out in front, Monica Robinson with the lay-in.
From there, the action was back and forth as the teams traded trips to the free throw line, and Bellevue West Chloe Akinatico tied the game at 42 with 56 seconds left. Benson Jr. and All-State selection Ibis responded with a pair of free throws of her own, putting the Bunnies up 2. The Thunderbirds missed 2 consecutive shots in the final seconds, and Benson used the charity stripe to shore up a 47-43 win in their first Class A Girls Basketball Championship.
Omaha Benson has won its first ever Girls Basketball State Championship. And there's another group of fans looking for their school's first ever state championship, the fans of the Norfolk Panthers. And that's the team that the Panthers knocked off in the first round. Omaha Benson, last year's state champs and #1 ranked this year and unbeaten. Well, granted, Benson had some injury bugs, but here's a look at the very brief tournament history of Norfolk. They've been here 13 times. First time, though, since 2000, and never before in a title game.
Yeah, so they're really making history for their school to come out as district champs, especially people probably not looking at them when they were at that point 13-12, coming out and coming here to the state tournament. They really have played a very well 3 games here, so 2.5 games here so far at the state tournament.
15-12, Westside on top. The shot is off, rebound put back, but blocked. They'll say foul. Foul called on Jen Poots. So Poots, I believe, picked up the foul. Check that. Jay Bridgman with the foul. Bridgman.
Yeah, there's the shot and the rebound and the shot by Leah Larson and the foul there on Jay Bridgman. Right now Westside is kind of on a little roll there. It's 8-0 right now until the free throw here. Because it was 12-7 and then it was 15-12.
Right.
Now with that free throw makes it 15-13.
That scoring drought for Norfolk lasted 2.5 minutes, and Norfolk has 4 turnovers in the last 2:15. So in addition to the scoring drought, they've been turning it over a bit. Got the rebound here. Went high in the air for the block. The shooter dropped down, and going flying over the top was Miranda Thacker, and Thacker hit the ground hard, and you see Thacker down there, and the gasps from the crowd, and it's become very quiet here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Let's take one more look at it quickly. Shot went up.
I think that Miranda Thacker thought she was going to shoot it, and then she didn't shoot it and tried to stay away from her.
Landed hard on the hardwood floor. We'll be back.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
So you hear the applause from the crowd, and Miranda Thacker pointing to the area in her back in which she landed, and she did land hard on that, right in the middle of her back, and good to see Thacker up and on her feet and now walking off under her own power. One of those that if she stays warm might be able to come back, but boy, is she going to be sore tomorrow.
Yes, she is. She took a big hard fall, and I think she was trying to avoid running into her, and unfortunately, tried to jump over and didn't quite make it. She did land very hard on her back.
And to add the insult to the injury, she picks up the foul. Norfolk ball out of bounds. West side with a 2-point advantage. Which goes inside, slapped away, regathered by Stoltz. Stoltz now down low, looking for somewhere to go. Officials will talk it over to see if it went off of Norfolk, and it did. So the two officials get together, make the right call, and it's West Side's ball. A good job by these officials. Johnson with it up top, looking underneath, trying to find Bridgman.
As you take a look at the turnovers that we have between the two teams, right now Norfolk has 11 turnovers to Westside's 1. That can make a huge difference. The only problem is Westside's going to need to connect after making those turnovers as well, because it's still 15-13 right now.
Shooting percentage is certainly increased for Westside, now at 25%, but nowhere near the 60% clip that the Panthers are currently shooting at. But Panthers not getting nearly as many shots, just half as many shots right now for Norfolk compared to Westside. And a foul down low, and Norfolk's fouls continue to rack up as well. That foul on Johnson, and that will be her second. So now 3 Panthers with 2 fouls.
Yeah, it's a good inbounds play. Jennifer Poots getting open on that inbounds play with the foul, on Riley Johnson there.
Free throw is good by Jen Poots. Second one now by Poots to extend that lead. Off the front of the rim, broke the press, and then lost it. And it tied up, and there's another Norfolk turnover. And this was the issue. Jared Oswald talked about it last night. Last night they had 20-plus turnovers in that win. He said, we just can't do that again. We have to take better care of the ball. We have to be able to break that press. And here they are. Because that wasn't a turnover, but 11 turnovers. With 3:30 left in the second. Jumper on the way off. Long rebound, Bridgman. Weideman now with it. Left-handed dribble by Weideman. Shot doesn't go. Weideman chases it down. Takes it in again, kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Weideman. Looks inside. Solanara. And Solarana with the bucket. Maya Solarana, the junior 6'1" center.
And as we talked about before, right now, since the end of the first quarter, Westside is on an 11-3 run offensively, so they've kind of settled down. As you talked about, their shooting percentage is going up, is better. Not, of course, what Coach Clark would like at this point, but to be 5 points ahead, and this quarter now scoring 11 points, they should feel good on the offensive end, especially.
Clock ticking inside 3 minutes. Westside on top by 5. Let's check in on an injury update with Miranda Thacker. Let's go over to Andy.
Yeah, Larry, Miranda Thacker's on the end of the bench. She has an ice pack on her back. She seems more shaken up than anything, but the trainer told me that they're going to ice it, see how she feels at halftime, and go from there.
Solarano with a good rebound for the Warriors. And now looking to build on this 5-point lead. It's the largest lead of the game for the Warriors. 3-pointer on the way is off. Good hard rebound by Bridgman. Saves it into Johnson. 3 on the way is off and out, and it will go to Norfolk.
Yeah, it was good hustle on Bridgman on the rebound to get it, on there. She does a great job on the inside getting those rebounds as well.
in the press now. Bradley with it. They are really hounding Bradley every time she touches the rock.
They really are. Bridget Meister does a great job on defense, and she has a tough task, you know, guarding right now with J.C. Bradley.
Meisner on Bradley. Bradley leaves it. Williams dribbling in, kicks it back. Good pump fake, and the shot is off. Rebound back to Norfolk, and they can reset here. Quick ball movement, doesn't get the shot she wanted, so she steps back, takes it herself, and knocks it down. J.C. Bradley.
You know, the thing is, that's the first 3 points by Bradley. Her teammates have really stepped up here tonight to do the scoring.
Off the steal, tipped away, then Bradley knocks it out. Back into the game now for Westside is Quinn Weideman. One minute to go here in this first half of play. Westside on top by 2. Skip pass across to Weideman. Looked inside, finds Bridgman. Good strong, hard body by Riley Johnson. And that will be the 3rd foul on Riley Johnson and the 9th team foul of this first half on Norfolk.
And that's one of the keys, you know, that Bridgman does on the inside is take it to the hoop and try to get the other teams, you know, to foul her on those shots. And she does a great job at the free throw line.
Bridgman knocks down the first. Back into the game with 2 fouls comes Jenna Yoakum, one of the starters for the Panthers. So now going to players with 2 fouls, bringing them back in the game because of the foul trouble for Norfolk. Bridgman knocks down both, so a 4-year starter will take a seat on the bench. She has 7 points in the game and a 4-point lead as she leaves with 45 to go here in this first half of play.
You know, one of the things, Bridgman plays a very good inside game here. She is going to be going to UNO, where she could probably play on the outside as well, because she can shoot on the outside.
Foul on the ball, foul called on Bridget Meisner. Meisner picks up her first, just the 5th team foul called on the Warriors here in the first. Both of these teams have only made one of their last 5 field goals. Scoring is slowed here a bit. 25 to go. Norfolk looking for a final shot.
Unfortunately, that's probably what's going to happen to the person that guards J.C. Bradley, is they are going to probably get a few more fouls on them just because she creates so much.
There's J.C. Bradley. They clear it out for her, kick it back to her. The drive in. No foul called. Ball on the ground with 4 to go. Time ticking away, and that will do it. So that will do it for the first half of play. Back and forth battle. Norfolk took the early lead. That lead grew to as many as 5, but Westside comes back, takes a 5-point lead, and now at half, it is a 4-point Warrior advantage, 20-16. And now with the head coach, Steve Clark, let's go over to Andy.
All right, here we go with Steve Clark, the head coach of the Westside Warriors. Coach, you got to be happy with the lead. Are you happy?
I'm happy with the lead at this point in the time. The lead is good at this time.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than not having the lead. Let me ask you this. What was the key down the stretch here? You had a big 8-0 run at one point. That was really pivotal, I thought.
We were able to get the ball inside. We haven't made a 3 yet, which has been the norm for teams that play Norfolk, but we were able to get the ball inside, and you know, with our size, with Maya and Jay, Maya got a couple baskets, and they weren't as able to concentrate on Jay as much, but we'll shoot better second half.
And for people wanting an update on Miranda, how's she doing?
She seems to be fine. It's the wind knocked out of her. It's her lower back, right in her spine, sore from where she hit the floor, but we'll find out more when we go inside.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. Enjoy it. 20-16, Westside leading Norfolk, guys.
All right. Thanks very much, Andy. Appreciate it. And thank you to Steve Clark for spending a few minutes with us. Westside on top here at the half by 4.
When you're looking for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow, start with the young Nebraskans in 4-H and FFA. Over the past 3 years, Constellation has contributed more than $78,000 to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. By supporting 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Coverage of the 2015 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Constellation, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, U.S. Bank, and Education Quest. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. We're at halftime, Westside on top 20-16, along with Trudy Nolan and Andy Kendi. I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. Halftime show continues. Time for us to show you some highlights and statistics from that first half of play. Westside goes down low. Jay Bridgman has been effective down low for the Warriors.
Yeah, you know, that's where they're looking. They're looking to get it inside there because once they get it into Jay, she has such great moves on the inside. But Maya Salarano does a great job on the inside as well. And right now, that's where Westside is looking since they're not getting their outside shots to go.
Norfolk came out on fire early, but then it was a big run by Westside that gave them the lead. But a couple of runouts here by Talia Williams were helpful.
Yeah, she really has. And there's, you know, J.C. Bradley, that's what she's known for, is those outside shots as well as, you know, driving in.
How about the field goal percentage?
I was going to say, as you look at it, I mean, the biggest thing right now is Steve Clark, as he goes in, says, I'm happy with the lead. He's got to be happy. He's shooting 25%, that his team is, with field goals, and Norfolk is 47%. If you look at 3 points, which Coach Clark just pointed out, they're 0 for 9. You know, that has not happened very often with Westside and girls basketball. That's what they try to rely on. That brings that defense out, and then that opens up on the inside. So, you know, as you look at that, the other part is Norfolk has done a great job on defense rebounds. You know, right now on defensive rebounds, they are winning 13-5 on defense rebounds. So, you know, Westside's not getting a whole lot of the shots to fall, but they also have to get out on the rebounds. And then as you see the turnovers, we talked about that before. Yep. Norfolk has, you know, got 12, but Westside has to connect on those turnovers as well.
So that's a look at your first half stats and highlights. When we come back, special presentations from here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. Stay with us.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, providing opportunities in over 25 activities in 304 high schools across the state of Nebraska. We are the other half of education.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. More than $78,000 over the past 3 years alone. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
College visit number 2. Here we go.
What?
Learn more from Education Quest at govisitcollege.org.
Welcome back to the Pinnacle Bank Arena. Let's go to Doc Weiniger for some very special presentations.
Recipients of the 2015 NSAA Outstanding Service Awards. This program began in 1979 to honor those individuals who have gone above and beyond as high school participants or supporters of the NSAA. Presenting the Outstanding Service Awards will be NSAA Executive Director Rhonda Blanford Green and NSAA Board Chairman Dr. Brian Maher. The first recipient of the 2015 NSAA Outstanding Service Award is Deb Headley of Lincoln, Nebraska. Deb is currently in her 28th year of service as a Lincoln Public Schools middle school teacher. As a University of Nebraska-Lincoln graduate, she has taught at Dawes, Leffler, Goodrich, and Scott middle schools. Deb has also served as a freshman volleyball coach at Lincoln Northeast and varsity volleyball coach and assistant track coach at Lincoln High. Deb has been contributing to NSAA activities and events since 1989. She has served as a scorer and a timer for state volleyball and is an official for the All-Star Volleyball Game and is currently a volleyball official and NSAA basketball floor manager. Congratulations, Deb Headley. Our second recipient is Craig Ames of Bellevue, Nebraska. Craig is currently the Executive Director of the Nebraska Golf Association. He has been with the association since 1997, becoming the Executive Director in 2001. He received his education from Norfolk High School and obtained a Bachelor's of Science degree in journalism from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Craig is also a member of the United States Golf Association and has served on many committees for the USGA, including the Rules Committee for the Men's Big 12, NCAA Regional, US Open, US Amateur, and US Senior Open Championships. Along with serving on the Rules Committee, Craig helped to provide inside the rope support to all boys and girls NSAA State Golf Championships. He has also served as a lead official for each of the NSAA State Golf Championships since the fall of 2000. Congratulations, Craig Ames. Next, we have Janet Zillig of Lincoln, Nebraska. Janet received her degree in education from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and is currently in her 34th year of teaching in the Lincoln Public School system. Along with her duties as a teacher, Janet has served as the Physical Education Department Chair, Girls Track Coach, and Volleyball Coach. Janet served 25 years as an NSAA volleyball official. She has also provided her time as a scorekeeper for high school basketball and volleyball games. Janet currently is in her 27th year as an NSAA State Basketball Floor Manager for both girls and boys tournaments. Congratulations, Janet Zillig. Our final honoree is Justin Ahrens of Omaha, Nebraska. Justin became the Assistant Executive Director of the Nebraska Golf Association in 2001 after earning his bachelor's degree in sport management from Wayne State College. Since 2003, he has been serving as the NSAA Boys and Girls Golf Championship Rules Official in charge. Justin also assists in conducting free Rules of Golf seminars for high school golf coaches and players in the spring and fall prior to the start of golf season. On top of his service for the NSAA, Justin has served as a golf rules official for the NCAA and was also on the U.S. Senior Open Championship Rules Committee in 2013. Congratulations, Justin Ahrens. How about a final round of applause for all of this year's Outstanding Service Award winners.
Basketball players.
So here's a look at the Outstanding Service Awards. Congratulations to Craig Ames, Justin Ahrens, Janet Zillig, and Deb Headley, all 2015 NSAA Outstanding Service Award members. We'll be back at intermission.
Behind the Outlet, Nebraska Public Power District is passionate about preserving and restoring Nebraska's resources. Whether rescuing fish during canal repair work, protecting avian species on the Platte River, or complying with all environmental standards at our power generating facilities, we actively balance our environmental responsibilities with meeting Nebraska's ever-changing energy needs. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
At the Aurora Cooperative, we're continually driven by what's next in agriculture. So we're dedicated to being your first resource for world-class agronomy, grain storage and marketing, high-performance feeds, and energy. Driven by our vision to be financially strong, innovative, independent, locally owned. You're driven by the opportunities that exist. We're driven to help you make the most of them, now and for the next generation. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Coverage of the 2015 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Department of Roads, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
Norfolk trails Westside at halftime, 20-16 here with Norfolk's head coach, Jared Oswald. Jared, let's talk turnovers. You've had 12, they have 2. Obviously, that's the key, right?
Yeah, we have to protect the ball better. And really, it just comes down to a better job of being strong and moving the basketball. We've got a little dribble happy at times. We have to make sure we pass and share the ball.
Belief hasn't been an issue for this team in this tournament. Do you have to remind them where they are and how far they've come?
Oh, not at all. I think they believe and they're ready to get out here for the second half.
Cinderella have one more dance in her?
I hope so.
All right, good luck in the second half. That's head coach Jared Oswald. His team trails by 4, guys.
All right, thanks very much, Andy. Appreciate it, and thank you very much to Jared Oswald for stopping by and chatting with us in his first year as the Norfolk Panthers head coach. I think he hit the nail on the head there when he said eliminate those turnovers, make that extra pass, don't always try to dribble it across. That's what's been getting them in trouble.
Yeah, it really has, because that's what Westside likes to do, is that pressure defense and to cause those turnovers, from the very beginning. And, I think probably Coach Clark is thinking now we have to shoot better this half than 25%. And especially as we talked about before, 0 for 9 from the 3-point. And they will look to get it on the inside a little bit more. And I think you can probably look for J.C. Bradley to do, a little bit more the second half as well. She hasn't had to. Her other teammates are really stepping up and doing a nice job of shooting and making those shots as well.
During the intermission, you and I were sitting here talking, and you were asking about, what you should do with your gardenias this summer. And I was saying, Backyard Farmer is moving to a new night this year. And I thought, we might want to let everybody know that Backyard Farmer they'll be on Tuesday this year, this entire summer. So Tuesday nights at 7, beginning on March 17th. You can get some great advice on topics like, your gardenias, as well as soil preparation and water conservation, green gardening, best landscaping practices, all kinds of things on Backyard Farmer. Tune in on Tuesday nights at 7 Central for Backyard Farmer on NET. Andy, you have any questions?
I do, but I'll save that one for later. But I want to talk about Norfolk. This 4-point deficit, this is nothing. Back on February the 24th, the Panthers, they entered the tournament 11-12. They trailed Papio by 10 points late in the third quarter. Only a J.C. Bradley 3 made it a 7-point deficit heading into the fourth quarter. This is their first game at state. That followed with a 15-2 run. Norfolk came back to win that game 37-33, then beat Omaha North 30-23 to win their district. That's why they're here. So don't think a 4-point deficit is any big deal to this squad, who has made believers out of a whole bunch of people.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Andy. Let's take a look at the state tournament story and history for this team right here, Westside. 12th appearance overall. Haven't been here since 2010. They were the state champs in '99 and runner-up in 2007. So first trip back here at state in 5 years. They find themselves in a state championship game. So ready to go here. Third period action. Westside with the ball and a 4-point lead to start second half play. We will crown a champ in Class A in the next 16 minutes. Johnson kicks outside, back in the game. There's Thacker off the front. But Thacker comes in from the halftime locker room and back on the floor. Good to see her out there. Back not stiff right now. Wait till tomorrow. Lefty shot by Johnson, and Johnson's been looking for that for a while. Reagan Johnson knocks that down, the 5'5" senior guard who averages 6 a game.
Yeah, you know, and Reagan has done some great things here in the last games for Westside. She's really stepped up as a leader and had some great games. The first game down here, she had 15 points. And so, you know, scoring-wise, really coming out. And again, that's what they're hoping, I'm sure, Westside coming out, that they're going to score a lot better than they did the first half.
Shot off the front of the rim, no good. Reagan Johnson, by the way, on her way to Midland University to play basketball next year. This year she's a show choir standout, multi-talented young lady.
Yeah, she's a busy girl. There's nights where she's going to a basketball game, and then she's going to show choir, coming over to a basketball game, going back to show choir.
Yeah. Choreography stuff isn't easy. Good drive off the front, no foul. Loose ball picked up by Westside. Pushing pace here is Weideman. Weideman drives in, and Weideman got the shot to go. The freshman, Quinn Weideman, with the bucket.
Yeah, you know, once she has in her mind that she is going to the basket, there is hardly anybody that is going to stop her, because she really makes a nice move, especially when she gets right close to the basket.
Weideman's had to step up a few times during the year. I think when Bridgman was out with some tooth surgery, she stepped in for a game, scored 28, just taking over that leadership role and the scoring responsibility for this team.
Yeah, you know, Bridgman has had to overcome some injuries. She had a shoulder surgery, and then she had to have her wisdom teeth pulled actually in the middle of the season this year as well.
Good back down and shot by Jen Poots. So Poots puts it in. And they've extended that lead now to 11 out of the halftime locker room. Westside on a roll, 27-16, and a quick timeout by Jared Oswald. Here's a quick look at the last drive. Weideman, the freshman, sidesteps the charge call and gets the bucket to go. And she also is a very multi-talented young lady, that freshman Quinn Weideman, a 4.0 student, being recruited by Princeton and Creighton, and I'm sure many more by the time her career is over at Westside. Well, Tuesday on NET, Nebraska's Capital Masterpiece is a masterpiece of art and architecture in the spirit of everything Nebraska. The NET production is the story of how it was designed and created. You want to watch that, Nebraska's history in Nebraska Capital Masterpiece, Tuesday night, 7 Central on NET. Tried to settle things down as Jared Oswald trying to find a way to get that young lady more involved. J.C. Bradley has been quiet because Westside has really focused on shutting her down. She has just 3 points after scoring 34 in round 1 in a win over Benson, and a state record 20 of 24 from the line.
Yeah, that is some great free throw shooting right there. And also to have 34 of the 46 points for your team as well.
Bradley with it, backs out, kicks it over to Larson. Larson's shot is on the way. That's no good. Good rebound by Yoakum. Got a hand on it. 3 on the way. Got it. Talia Williams knocks down a big 3.
And Talia Williams has had some great shots. She had 2 great layups to start the game, and now this 3 to, you know, really to help Norfolk get, hopefully they're thinking to get their momentum going.
Westside patient here. Johnson thought about it. Pass into the paint. Kick back out. Weideman. Johnson. Drive baseline. Good bounce pass inside. Great entry pass. And Bridgman finishes it. Down by 10. Bradley with it. Pump fake. Good defense. Nice job by Weideman.
Yeah, that's like we talked about before, that is a really good matchup. And, you know, those 2 girls right there are girls that in the summertime, they're playing against each other, playing on select teams, same, you know, tournaments, all those kinds of things as well.
Baseline jumper, not there. Yoakum with the rebound, and now Bradley pushes the pace. Three-pointer on the way. Bradley got it. Big shot, J.C. Bradley, her second three-pointer. She's got 6, and she needs to get going. Down by 7. Bridgman.
And really right now, Westside kids stay very patient, make Norfolk come out, you know, that 2-3 a little bit deeper so that they can get it in on the inside.
Chin Boots dribbles in deep, gets the lay-in. Hand check, foul called on Reagan Johnson. We are in the third period, 3:17 to go. Westside has extended its lead. They lead it by 9, 31-22 here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Growing more with less is the mantra of Nebraska's corn farmers, and they're using incredible technology to do it. Soil moisture monitors let them know when their crop needs water and how much. GPS systems eliminate overlaps in the field, saving fuel and money. New hybrids reduce the use of pesticides and increase yields. When you're talking new technology and innovation, Nebraska corn farmers are all ears. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
What should you do if you see an emergency vehicle while you're driving through a roundabout? Traffic in the roundabout should not stop. Signal your turn to the right when you exit the roundabout. Exit the roundabout before pulling over to allow an emergency vehicle to pass. Please, for more information, visit the website.
Westside leads Norfolk 31-22. You know, I talked to Steve Clark, the head coach of the Warriors, after the Westside won their district title against Papio South to earn their first trip to the state tournament in 5 years. And I said, do you have to reassess your goals? He said, no, the goal has always been getting to the state championship game. So last night I caught up with the head coach after they made it to the state championship game. I said, Coach, do you have to reassess your goals now? And he said, absolutely. Goals always change, especially when you succeed. Lesson learned there.
Absolutely. Achieve and reevaluate, right? 31-22.
Westside stays in their man-to-man defense, but they're also looking, as you can tell, to give help side and help on J.C. Bradley.
Bradley just getting no room to move. Guarded closely by Weideman there, off the ball screen. Body foul called on Jay Bridgman. Bridgman picks up her second personal foul. That is the second team foul for Westside in this half. Westside starting to warm up a bit. 4 of their last 5 field goals. They're getting the ball a little bit deeper as well. Field goal percentage tends to go up when you take shorter shots.
Yes.
Funny how that works. Bradley with it, looks down low. Tries to create space on her own, and now looking for some help. Drives in, shot blocked. So Arana with the rebound, and then a tie-up called on the... Michaela Himes got her hand in there, so a jump ball. It will stay with the Panthers.
You know, and Quinn Weideman just does enough to frustrate J.C. Bradley. You know, whether it's just having her hand right there in her face, not able to get that shot off.
Here comes Weideman the other way. Shot on the way. Lindsey Curran is just off. Good job by Johnson, saw the opportunity, and Johnson jumped in there and got a jump ball.
There's another look at that. You know, she gets her hand on the ball there.
That's a jump ball.
Yeah, reaching right in. I don't think that she hit Bradley or you know, made a foul on her. Just did a good job of getting to the ball.
Certainly elicited a response from the Panther crowd, but good call. Three-pointer off the front of the rim. Johnson trying to tie it up again and got it again. Crafty little player there is Reagan Johnson in her senior year. This time on the possession arrow, it will go to the Panthers.
Yeah, this is a good substitution here by Coach Clark, because Jay Bridgman right now has 2. Doesn't want to pick up a 3rd before the last quarter here of the game.
Callie Anderson in the game for Jay Bridgman. Bradley drives in. Bradley steps on the end line and the turnover. So another turnover. Bradley thought she should have got the foul on the body check right along the line. Jared Oswald believed the same. Three on the way, off the rim. JC pushes it up. Williams, sweep shot, and she's fouled. Talia Williams will go to the line off of the foul by Quinn Whiteman. 3rd personal foul on Whiteman, so Whiteman the first Warrior to hit that 3-foul mark here late in period number 3. Nice smooth stroke by Talia Williams, knocks it down.
Yeah, great shot by Talia. Also a great outlet. She's done this a few times where she is a great outlet down the floor. But you know, as you look at it, she is going to run track in college, it looks like. Looks like she's looking at either UNO or Doane to run track. And you certainly can see it here, the way that she gets down the floor.
Free throw good, back-to-back free throws by Williams. Williams has 8, equaling her season average. Leah Larson back into the game for the Panthers.
Now the thing about Norfolk is they just keep right out there. Westside tries to spread that lead out, and they just can't do it. Norfolk just keeps coming at them.
Lindsey Curran has her pass tipped away. Steal taken away by Riley Johnson, and then a foul called on Solarana. Inside 45 seconds to go here in period number 3. Still anybody's game, 7-point advantage for Westside. Bradley thought about it. Quickly right out on her was Bridget Meisner. And Meisner's shadowing right now the shooter for Norfolk. Here she is again, Bradley inside. And a foul down low. Good strong move by Jenna Yoakum. Foul called on Solarana again. Solarana picks up another one, and now
it's her 2nd foul right now for Solarano. So it looks like Jay Bridgman will be coming back in for her.
Solarano now will take a seat. Second one on the way, and good. Back in for the Panthers is Taylor Stoltz. Now the Warriors will look for the final shot. 10 seconds to go here, period number 3. Looking inside to Bridgman. Bridgman has it. And Bridgman fouled. Michaela Hymas picks up the foul. Says, wait a minute, I've got blood in there. Well, she does have a mouthful of blood in there.
Looks like she does.
2 seconds to go. Bridgman at the buzzer. So we head to the final period of play in the Class A Girls State Championship game. Warriors on top by 6. It's 31-25 Westside.
Risk management surrounding head trauma and concussions is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank knows the importance of giving back. That's why we're committed to supporting charitable, educational, and service organizations in communities across Nebraska and the nation. In 2014, U.S. Bank employees have already provided more than 3,000 hours of community service in Nebraska, and we are dedicated to continuing that support. U.S. Bank, serving you in Nebraska. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. We're getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Westside leads Norfolk 31-25. I got to hand it to the Norfolk crowd. They are dressed all in pink. It's part of their theme night. They do different themes for depending on what game it is. Sometimes they do four shirts and 4 quarters. Some nights it's a whiteout. Some nights it's a beach day. Some days it's a retro. Tonight is pink out for breast cancer awareness. I got to tell you, both crowds tonight have been awesome. Norfolk, they think they're still in it and very much in it. They are only down 6 as we go to the fourth quarter.
It's like Andy's 6 and 10, isn't it? I mean, you never know what you're going to get there. Some nights it's retro, some nights it's on point, some nights, you know. Probably relate to those guys, I would imagine, don't you?
Yeah.
So fourth quarter action, 31-25.
And as you see, Norfolk is in a, they're still in their 2-3, but they're really packing it in on the inside.
Thacker's three-pointer is off. And I'm sure now Steve Clark, with the lead here in the fourth, is going to want to see some patience on the offensive end. Jenna Yoakum tipped away, but Leah Larson keeps it alive. Now they get into the hands of J.C. Bradley. You almost feel like if Norfolk is going to get back in this, Bradley's just going to have to find a way to take over like that. Bradley going strong to the basket. Bridgman picks up the foul. That is Bridgman's 3rd personal foul. So now both Weideman and Bridgman with 3.
Yeah, I'm sure Norfolk is going to be looking a lot more to get it to J.C. Bradley, where they're shooting the 3 or letting her drive into the lane as well.
7 points for Bradley. Free throw off the front, and the foul over the back called on Taylor Stoltz. So that is the 2nd team foul on Norfolk here in the second half. In the second half, Westside with 16 fouls, so the next Westside foul will put Norfolk in a 1-and-1. Trying to clear the traffic inside. Weideman kicks it out to Johnson, who looks inside for Bridgman. Johnson will take the shot. Why not? She's open.
Yeah, Norfolk is doing a good job in their 2-3, really packing it in, making Westside take those outside shots. At halftime, they're looking at what the percents are. Keep them, trying to take those outside shots.
Good ball fake by Jenna Yoakum. Just lifted that foot about a half second too soon. Or half a dribble too soon. Westside up by 5. Foul called on Stoltz, so Stoltz picks up her 4th personal foul.
Here's the drive by Bridgman. She does a great job. You know, she's on the outside. She's not even in the lane right now. She's on the outside driving into the basket.
Stoltz stepped in just a little too late there. Otherwise, she might have drawn a charge if she'd been there a tick quicker. Bradley denies that inbounds pass, so Warriors reset it. Johnson to inbound. Tipped around it again for the second inbounds pass in a row, and then a double dribble. Carrying the ball. Called on Williams. Good entry pass down low. Does she get the roll? She does. Jen Poots puts it in. Quick the other way. Boy, it looked like she had a lane there to go hard to the basket. Leah Larson pulled it back out. Now the hands of Bradley. Good spin move in the lane. The left hand, and she's fouled. So Bradley will try to pick up a couple of more from the free throw line.
Boy, she does a great job of just creating the shots for herself. She's not necessarily getting a screen from anybody on her team, but she just does such a good job of dribbling in and creating them.
Knocks down the free throw.
We talked about, you know, in the Pius game, that Maddie Simon's the type of player that can kind of take over a game. Well, J.C. Bradley is another one of those that can kind of take over the game.
Looking to do that now for her Panthers as they trail here by 5 inside 6 minutes to go in the game. Johnson thought about the 3, back up top. Back to Johnson. She'll take it this time. Rattles out. Good rebound, back up strong, doesn't get a roll. And then off of the hands of Miranda Thacker and out of bounds. So Norfolk ball. Broke the press. Good strong move by Williams. Not there. Good take, though. You have to like the aggressiveness by Talia Williams.
You really do. We talked about she had some good drives to the basket and a good 3 on the outside as well. So she was an offensive threat.
Inside Bridgman. Bridgman goes up strong, and one opportunity for Bridgman. Jenna Yoakum with the foul. That will be her 3rd.
There's a look. And this is what happens with Westside. When they get it inside there to Bridgman, she takes that up very strong, gets that good roll on that shot there as well. That was a hard, you know, shot to take up because they were really double, almost triple teaming her there.
Three-point play from Jay Bridgman. Extends that lead now back to 8 for Westside. 5:07 to go. Class A state championship. Along with Trudy Nolan and Andy Kindy, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us as we will be crowning a state champ in Class A in about 5 minutes of clock time. And right now, an 8-point advantage for the Warriors. Bradley again, trying to find a shot, goes down low. Throws it back in at Weideman, who just takes it away, and now Weideman will push tempo the other way. Shot is up and no good. And then a foul called on Bridgman, and that was not a good foul for Bridgman on the defensive end, a loose ball, and that's Bridgman picking up number 4, and she's been so effective here in this second half offensively. They really need her as an offensive threat, and there's the foul trouble now for Westside as Bridgman picks up her 4th and Weideman with 3.
Yeah, you know, that can make it, you know, a big difference on a team. However, with Westside, they also have Maya Solerano that came in, who also does a great job on the inside.
Free throw rattles in and out. Williams tries the pick of Johnson, kicks it outside. Weideman with the drive and off, but she picks up a foul, and she'll shoot 2. that is the 5th foul picked up by Taylor Stoltz. And Stoltz did just not, and you can see the frustration and disappointment on her face as Stoltz just fouled out Johnson with 4. And she really did not spend much time on the floor.
Yeah,
she came in, she got 2 really early in the game, almost in the first minute and a half of the game. And she spent a lot of that first half on the bench, came off, picked up another quick foul, and now 2 more quick ones, and you can see the frustration by Stoltz.
You really can. And you know, sometimes as a player it gets difficult. When you get into that foul trouble early, it's hard to get yourself back into the game because you're worried about that, you're frustrated, and she's had a tough job. You know, Jay Bridgman on the inside is not easy to guard, especially when she puts the ball down low and takes it up strong.
Weideman knocks that one down. Rebound out to Riley Johnson. And here's J.C. Bradley bringing it up. Bradley looking to find her shot. Gets a screen up top on the ball screen. Drives hard and picks up a foul. So another foul. It will send J.C. Bradley back to the line. This on Jen Poots. Check that. It was Solerano. Solerano would have picked up her 3rd.
That was a great screen on top by Jenna Yoakum to get Bradley, you know, so that Weideman ran into her and to give Bradley a good drive to the basket.
Weideman and Solerano now both with 3 fouls, and Bridgman on the bench with 4. Oswald being encouraging. 4:12 to go here in the game. Full timeout taken. Westside on top by 7. A good opportunity for you to help support NET. You can donate your unwanted vehicles, including, get this, boats, motorcycles, motorhomes, trailers, ATVs, and even farm equipment. Just deliver it to Trudy Nolan's front yard. And by donating to NET, you'll also enjoy easy, no hassle process that includes free towing along with a tax deduction. So donate your boat, motorcycle, motorhome, trailer, ATV, even farm equipment to NET. Give us a call, 844-227-2638, or complete the online donation form at netnebraska.org/car donations. Just another way to give to NET. Probably have too many vehicles in your front lawn the way it is, don't you?
Yes.
There's cylinder blocks. Better to put them in the yard, though.
How did you know?
Than on the driveway. They create those oil stains in the driveway. Those are never good. That's why you need backyard farmers to cure that grass in your front yard.
Which I have to change my DVD to Tuesday nights.
Solerano kicks it back up top. Here's Johnson. Tipped around and taken away by the Panthers. Kinsey Hymas hands it off to Bradley, who drives in. Kicks it back to Williams. Williams in trouble down in the corner, and she'll be fouled by Jen Poots. So Poots picks up her 1st personal foul of the game. That is the 10th team foul, though, on Westside, so that will put Williams at the line to shoot 2. A double bonus now for the Panthers. Right now, outside of J.C. Bradley, Williams has been the best scoring threat for the Panthers.
Yeah, you know, Bradley and Williams right now have combined to get 21 of Norfolk's 31 points in the game.
Double digits for Williams. The next one on the way, knocks that down as well. And Williams now with 11 points in the game, and that will bring this Norfolk crowd to its feet, trying to urge on this Cinderella Panther team here in the Class A state championship game.
Now we're kind of in our same situation we've been in the last few games here.
Right.
Where it's a close game. We've only got 3 minutes left. I'm sure Coach Clark wants to take a timeout. He needs to say, you know, we just need to be patient. We're 5 ahead. Work it around, get the open shot. It's not a have to. We don't have to create anything. Let it happen.
You're right. We've been at this juncture in almost every game where it's late in the game. One team leads by 3 or 4. Looks like they're the other team about to come back and make it a game. But in each of the other instances, it's been the team with the lead who has slowly pulled away late.
Yeah, it has. They've been able to keep their composure. You know, they've been in those situations. Westside is the same. They've been in these situations. They've had some close games, played some really hard teams to close games. But then again, Norfolk is coming in, you know, as we've talked about before, they have nothing to lose.
Right.
You know, they've been in some very tough situations as well.
So let's see what Steve Clark drew up out of that timeout. He could feel the momentum beginning to shift, felt the crowd of Norfolk behind him, to his rear, beginning to get into the game. Trying to find an offensive flow, so a smart timeout there for Steve Clark. Slowed that tide. Let's see what he draws up out of this timeout. Norfolk down by 5, 3:19 to go. Weideman with it up top. Off to Thacker, back to Weideman.
Now it looks like Norfolk has come out almost in a real high 2-3, almost in a man. It looks actually like a man-to-man that they're in right now.
Down low, Bridgman with the turnaround on the blocks. And she has to be difficult to handle in man-to-man situations.
Yeah, that's her strength right there, is to get it down there and then make a move on somebody.
Bradley with it up top, gets the screen, drives in. Bradley with a nice take in the bucket. Cuts it back to 5, 39-34, back and forth as we near the 2:30 mark in the game. Bridgman again, Bridgman double team, drives in. And Bridgman draws the foul, the feet were moving. Yoakum looked like she had position, but started backing up before the contact. One more look at it. Yep, you can see moving back. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to take a knee to the gut either.
Looked like she almost got there to get her position.
Free throw good by Bridgman.
And now it comes down to the very end where free throws are going to be a big key. You know, and Jay Bridgman does a great job at the free throw line for Westside as well.
Shot by Bridgman. Knocks down both ends. Lead back to 7. Westside picks up full court. Hands it off to Bradley. Bradley look for the screen up top. Got the screen. And driving through the screen, and the foul called on the Panthers. Huh. Well, how about that?
Yeah. Here's a replay of what happened. You know, Quinn Weideman does a great job of trying to force to get through there.
You got to explain to me how that's a foul on the Panthers.
She was very set on there, but Quinn does a good job, I think, of making it look like she had gotten a knee there and gotten tripped.
So that's 4 fouls now on Jen Yoakum, so she has to be careful as well. And now they're forced into fouling the ball with 2 minutes to go, down by 7. J.C. Bradley picks up the foul. So that will send Jen Poots to the line. You can read the lips of Jared Oswald saying that is so bad. And there is the foul trouble for the Panthers. Stoltz is fouled out. Johnson with 4, Yoakum with 4. Foul called. And that will send J.C. Bradley to the line. And she will shoot 2.
There's the replay of it. There's, Rebecca Bradley doing a great job again of driving to the basket. Right now, Rebecca Bradley's shooting some good free throws. Right now, she is 6 for 7 in this game, but we talked about where she was 20 for 24 against Benson.
And now 7 of 8. Norfolk takes the timeout. So a 30-second timeout upcoming for Oswald as he'll talk it over with his team. Explaining it's just a 7-point lead here. 1:50 to go. They're going to have to steal an inbound pass, put a lot of pressure, force a turnover, and Westside has done a nice job of protecting the ball here. Just 6 turnovers in the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, and they haven't had to, I think right now, you're right, Norfolk will come out in a press. Westside needs to be ready to be able to take care of the basketball, get it down the floor where they can just, run some clock off. Probably Norfolk will come out and foul them down there. But the key is going to be, I'm sure, as Coach Clark is telling them, we need to take care of the basketball. Don't start having turnovers with 1:51 left in the game.
Hey, good opportunity for you to pick up a DVD of today's game from the Nebraska High School Girls Basketball Championships. Just give us a call, 800-868-1868, $19.95, plus shipping and handling. That number one more time, 800-868-1868. Weideman with the pass, take it back out. Good reset to Johnson. Choose some time here with 1:40 to go, and Norfolk forced a foul. And J.C. Bradley commits the foul. That's her second. And now it's just a matter of Westside hitting free throws down the stretch. You like your chances with this solid free throw shooting team, Omaha Westside.
Yeah, and that probably one of the ones that they want at the free throw line is there right now, the freshman Quinn Weideman. As I said before, she does not play like a freshman. If somebody saw her playing, I don't think they'd ever know that she's a freshman. The leader that she has come in and been on the Westside team.
There's her line on the night, 8 points, 3 for 8 from the line. Now make it 4 for 9 for the freshman. Pushed up the floor, going strong to the basket is Williams. She'll pick up a foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
And there she is again, getting down that floor very quickly to get the outlet and get down there. A lot of times teams will try to on a break, do that with the post player down there, but Williams does a nice job of running the floor.
Back into the game for the Warriors. Jen Poots. Callie Anderson will take a break. Free throw by Williams is good. 45-38. Weideman with it again, and Weideman will be fouled. Hymas picks up her second foul. So now Weideman a chance to knock down 2 more. In the double bonus now, that was the 10th team foul, so she will be shooting 2. Weideman knocks them both down. She now has 11 points in the game, and she is 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Good line for Weideman right now. Couple of rebounds, 7 of 8 from the line, 11 points. Weideman fouled yet again.
Actually, J.C. Bradley had a great drive to the basket there, just to not get that to fall.
Anderson now back in. Jen Poots will have a quick break. And off this make, Thacker also back into the game. Thacker in for Reagan Johnson. Drive into the lane and picked up the foul. J.C. Bradley will step to the line to shoot 2. 10-point Westside lead. I'm sure you'll hear Steve Clark tell his young ladies, don't foul. At this point, if we keep making our free throws, we're going to be just fine. No reason to stop the clock and give them easy scoring opportunities. Goes off of the knee of a Norfolk player. Looked like maybe Leah Larson off her knee and out. Foul called on J.C. Bradley. So Bradley picks up foul number 3, and now she'll have to be careful as well.
Foul number 10, J.C. Bradley, her third personal foul.
Weideman back to the line. There's Steve Clark. It is 4th year at Westside.
You know, Coach Clark does a great job with the girls. He stays very calm. I mean, he's very calm with only 1:04 left in the game with a lead of 9. He has all the confidence in his girls in the world, and he does a great job with them, you know, building that confidence.
I saw it even earlier, late in the first half, when one of his players committed what looked to be a silly foul. She came to the bench, he walked over and laughed and patted her on the back and said it's really no big deal. Just continuing to keep that confidence and keep their attitude in a positive frame. The lead has extended now to 10. And the Westside crowd beginning to feel it as they're just 50 seconds away from this school's first state championship since 1999. Miranda Thacker at the line. I remember Thacker took that big fall earlier in the first half, went in, checked it out at halftime, was fine. She's back on the floor. Bradley looking for the step back 3, not there. Now the screen. Right back to her, there's a 3 on the way. Shot is off, Bridgman with the rebound, and that will about do it. Norfolk will let the time tick away on this one. And what a great gesture here between the two coaches as they look at each other.
They really do.
The two coaches looked at each other and said, would you like to call a timeout and let's get our players in? Both coaches acknowledged, nodded their head, they take the timeout, and a great opportunity for some of these reserve players to get some playing time here on the floor at the state championship game.
It does, you know, and you got to give credit to Norfolk for what they have accomplished the whole year, and especially at the end of the year. You know, and obviously give a lot of credit to Westside as well. They've had a great year. You know, they're going to end the year at 24-4, which is a great record for them. You know, and I give all the compliments to all the girls and also to all the coaches, and especially to Coach Clark.
Time will tick away here as the foul committed by Erica Hansen. Hansen picks up the foul. That will put Cassidy Kennedy at the line. Cassidy Kennedy of Westside, a very obviously difficult loss for Norfolk, but well, look back at this and look what they accomplished over these 2 days. And the teams they beat and how far they have come, and feel extremely proud of where they were even 2 or 3 weeks ago and where they are today. Absolutely. And what an amazing journey it's been.
Absolutely.
So time ticks away on the drive, no good, and that will do it. The Westside Warriors, Class A state champs for the first time since 1999. Handshake for Steve Clark and a big smile. And those young ladies came here to state. As the number 3 overall seed, knocked off Millard West, knocked off Northeast, and made it all the way to the state championship. When we come back, medal and trophy presentations from Pinnacle Bank in Lincoln.
For me, asking why is just getting started.
It's more than an activity. It's me doing what I love.
I'm not a stereotype. When I rewrite the rules, things get better.
I know that all these experiences matter.
These moments will help me become something more.
Little things always lead to something bigger.
Do it.
Trek it.
Earn it.
What you're doing now will help you get scholarships later. Find resources from Education Quest at trackyoursuccess.org.
When you've been around for more than a century, you understand the power of generations, the value of nurturing and developing those who will carry on the legacy of agriculture and food production. That's why the Aurora Cooperative helps young people gain the experience, expertise, and wisdom to feed the world, be good stewards, become responsible community leaders, and continue setting the example for the generations that follow. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Coverage of the 2015 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Constellation, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, U.S. Bank, and Education Quest. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. So congratulations once again to the Westside Warriors, winners of the Class A State Championship. 53-40 over Norfolk, their first title since 1999. We will have medal and trophy presentation for both the runner-up and the champion, but first a special presentation. And here's Doc Weiniger.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the Nebraska Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we are pleased to present the Sportsmanship Award for Class A. The trophy is graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The sportsmanship program is underwritten by the Nebraska Independent College Foundation. Making the presentation are Jack Tarr, Athletic Director for Malcolm, representing the NSAA and the NICF, and Randy Clement, President of the Nebraska Coaches Association from Creighton. The Class A Sportsmanship Award winner is Bellevue West High School. Congratulations, Bellevue West High School. And now, the Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Rhonda Blanford Green and Board of Directors Dr. Bob Resnicek from Boys Town, Wendy Hendricks from Lincoln East, and U.S. Bank Representative Troy Strom. Here are the awards for Class A runner-up, Norfolk High School. Will head coach Jared Oswald and your assistants please step toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 0, Kyla Moore. Number 4, Mackenzie Murray. Number 11, Erica Hansen. Number 12, Leah Voss. Number 13, Michaela Hymas. Number 14, Riley Johnson. Number 15, Erica Medell. Number 2, Leah Larson. Number 10, JC Bradley. Number 25, Jenna Yoka. Number 32, Talia Williams. Number 41, Taylor Stoltz. And now, all of you are welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Norfolk High School! And now, to the champions from Westside High School. First, head coach Steve Clark, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. Number 2, Blair Kazire. Number 4, Kelly Anderson. Number 11, Carolyn Leibel. Number 12, Cassie Oliver. Number 20, Bridget Meisner. Number 24, Lindsay Curran. Number 30, Anna Sheehan. Number 34, Cassidy Kennedy. Number 50, Maya Solarana. Number 10, Jen Foods. Number 14, Reagan Johnson. Number 22, Miranda Thacker. Number 32, Quinn Weideman. Number 40, Jay Bridgman. And now, presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, Vice President of Agencies, Andy Krause, to head coach Steve Clark. And now, to these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2015 Class A NSAA Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Westside High School!
So congratulations to the ladies from Omaha Westside, Class A state champs, and how great that must feel to hoist that trophy for the first time in more than almost 2 decades, and winning a state championship. Let's go now backstage to Andy Kindy.
Yeah, with the Norfolk Panthers head coach Jared Oswald, let's talk, Jared, about the second half. in the game as a whole? That third quarter when they start out right out of the gate and they hit some points, it really kind of dug yourselves too big of a hole to get out of it. Was that right?
Yeah, we struggled to execute to start the second half, like you said, and give Omaha Westside a lot of credit. They're a great basketball team, and that's the reason they put us in a little bit of a hole, because they were able to execute. They made a couple adjustments against our 2-3, and they were able to get the ball inside to their scores. Bridgman's a heck of a player. They're just a great team overall. So that was what put us out of the game. We just couldn't ever quite claw back.
Taking a look back, taking a step back, I mean, what a run. I mean, can you put this run into perspective? Because you guys, a lot of people didn't think you were going to be here.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I think it's going to take a little time to put it into perspective. It really is, I'm so proud of our kids. That's the biggest thing I have to say. Our team came in here and believed we could get to this point, and that's not easy to do when you're the 8th seed, when you have the record that we did against the teams that we were playing. So I'm so proud of our kids. They deserve this, and we were happy we enjoyed it, but it's a little disappointing at the end.
You lose a couple great seniors, a good senior class, but you got a good foundation for the future. What can a trip like this to state, first time in 15 years, do for the future of the program?
It's absolutely huge for our program. We've got a lot of young kids, and one of the blessings about being in Norfolk is we get to see a lot of these young kids all the way up through our school system, and they get excited. They're really excited about this trip down. They're excited about this whole run, so it just breeds a sense of excitement in our program, similar to what our boys program has. So we're hoping that we can build off of it and set a solid foundation next year.
Coach, congratulations. Great run. One step short of the state championship. They're your runner-up for Class A. We'll hear from the Class A champions, the Westside Warriors, straight ahead.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
When you're looking for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow, start with the young Nebraskans in 4-H and FFA. Over the past 3 years, Constellation has contributed more than $78,000 to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. By supporting 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Coverage of the 2015 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Department of Roads, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class A state championship in the books. We're getting ready for our final state championship of the day. That will be Class C2. Let's wrap things up, though, first in Class A by looking at the final statistics. And that was your luck. So hope you grabbed them. And oh, okay, we're going to take one more look at it. So the Westside Norfolk Class A championship in the books. 53-40 was the final. And here we go. Both teams shooting 32%. Not a big difference in three-point field goals. Free throws about the same. I think you look at that next to last line, last two lines, and that pretty much tells the story.
Yeah, it really does. At halftime, though, the field goal percentage was way different, with Norfolk shooting way better than Westside was. And then towards the end, like you said on the stats, 19 points off of turnovers. That's what I was talking about at halftime. Westside had not connected on the turnovers, and then the second half they did. So a big congrats, congrats to Norfolk for their accomplishments. Also congrats, to Westside High School. It's a great contribute to the girls and to the high school as well.
So congratulations, Westside wins the state championship in Class A. We will wrap it up and hear from the champs when we come back.
When we transform Nebraska corn into ethanol, it doesn't disappear from the food supply. It just takes a little detour. Ethanol is made from the starch. The rest of the corn becomes livestock feed to create meat and dairy products, corn oil, sweetener, and other food ingredients, and maybe a little carbon dioxide to make your soft drinks fizzy. Homegrown ethanol helps satisfy America's hunger for energy and the world's appetite for feed and food. Nebraska's family corn farmers, sustaining innovation.
A few roundabout rules to remember. When you see the roundabout sign, slow down. Yield at the entrance, watching for other motorists and pedestrians. Roundabout traffic moves from left to right. Don't stop in the roundabout. Signal before you exit and then exit right. Roundabouts are easy to use and safer than a traditional four-way intersection, especially if you follow a few simple roundabout rules.
Welcome back inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Westside Warriors. The Warriors came out to play tonight, 53-40, the Class A state champions in Nebraska. Let's talk to the head coach of the Warriors, Steve Clark. Coach, congratulations. Outstanding job. Let's talk about the game itself. I thought the third quarter, you coming out scoring that quick first 7 points was key. Did you think that?
Yeah, the start of the third quarter is a real big momentum swing in any game. But today, when they were hanging around, they kept it close. We weren't making any shots from the perimeter. I thought the girls did an excellent job getting it inside to start the quarter. We actually tried to run a couple sets, 4 threes for Quinn, but they guarded them. So the girls, good composure and went inside with it. Jen Poots got some big baskets. Jay finished real strong. They were tough on her, and she finished strong.
I thought your guys' ability to score, we talked a little bit about this before we came back on air, your ability to score the basketball and obviously hold them to 40 was the key tonight, but you scoring points was crucial.
Yeah, we knew we had to score. Watched the first 2 games, and we knew defensively, as long as we contained JC, we had a chance to keep their scoring down, but we need to find a way to score. That was going to be, defense wins championships, but we needed to score tonight, and we did a pretty good job of that.
First state title at Westside in 16 years. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. Put that into perspective. How big of a deal is it for the Westside High School and community?
You can't say enough for what it's for, means for Westside. I've been at Westside a long time, played there, coached there now 20-some years, different sports, and we expect to be good. We don't always expect to win state, but we expect to be at the top in the state in everything we do, and so the girls had a goal from last year to play tonight, and then last night we changed it to our goal is to win tonight, so it was big.
Mission accomplished. Congratulations. They are the best team in Class A in the state of Nebraska. They are the Westside Warriors. We'll hear from the Warriors themselves, some stars. Coming up next as the Warriors 53, Norfolk 40 in the Class A state championship.
At the Aurora Cooperative, we're continually driven by what's next in agriculture. So we're dedicated to being your first resource for world-class agronomy, grain storage and marketing, high-performance feeds, and energy. Driven by our vision to be financially strong, innovative, independent, locally owned. You're driven by the opportunities that exist. We're driven to help you make the most of them, now and for the next generation. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, providing opportunities in over 25 activities in 304 high schools across the state of Nebraska. We are the other half of education.
Welcome back inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Warriors already partying here in the bowels of the stadium. Fantastic job by Westside, 53-40. Let's talk to a couple of the players. She's freshman Quinn Weideman. Quinn, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
First year, this always happens at the high school level. You're a freshman, you win the state title. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I have great teammates. They really pulled through, and it was just an amazing experience.
What about tonight? When did the momentum shift where you kind of knew that tonight was going to be Westside's night?
I think the very start of the game, we knew that we were really energized and we were really pumped for the beginning of the game.
And Coach talked about the importance of scoring, good ball movement, maybe getting the ball inside. How important was that?
It was hard because they really packed in their 2-3, and we weren't making our shots. So I think our scoring inside was we could have done a little better on that one.
We did enough, though.
Yeah, we did enough. We did, yeah.
There you go. All right, you're going to hand the trophy off to your teammate. We're going to bring Reagan in. She's one of the 2 seniors we're going to talk to here. Nice job. A little quicker. Come on, live television. Here we go. Hey, Reagan, nice job. Hey, we talked after the district final. I remember talking to you on your floor. Yeah. And you guys weren't really celebrating, even though it'd been a while since you'd been to state. How come? Did you know that there was bigger things in store for your team?
I mean, yeah, I would say we were definitely pumped to win districts. Like, that was a huge thing for us, but we knew we still had a long road ahead of us in state, and we knew if we really wanted to stay motivated for that, we couldn't fully celebrate yet. It wasn't over, and so we went in there thinking it was just 0-0 and started over.
Yeah, and in terms of the game itself, you had 2 big runs, one in the second quarter and one right out of the gate in the coming out of halftime. 8-0 run, 7-0 run. How big were those?
Oh, they've always been huge. We've always been really good at motivating ourselves in the locker room at halftime, and when there's a timeout, we are a really good team at staying composed. So I would say that's always helped us out.
All right, you're wearing a gold medal. You're wearing the net from Pinnacle Bank Arena, and you're holding the gold trophy. What's going through your head right now?
Gosh, words cannot explain. It's crazy. This has been our goal since who knows when. I mean, for me and Jay, it's been for 4 years, but for Quinn, I'm sure it's been since, for all of us, whatever, it's been forever. But, I mean, it's crazy. It's overwhelming for sure.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Let's bring Jay in. Jay Bridgman, she had 16 points, 9 rebounds. Hey, Jay, great job today. How big of a deal is it to win the state championship at Westside High?
Oh, it feels amazing. I mean, it's been 16 years since we had a state championship, and I mean, I think it's every athlete's dream to take their team to state their senior year, and it feels good to say that I got to do that with my team. They're amazing girls, and I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else.
I was going to say, during the game itself, it looks like you had your way inside at times. They played good defense, but you did enough to win inside. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Yeah, they've definitely packed down a lot inside. They left a lot of our shooters open. We weren't shooting shots very well at the beginning, but we began to attack, and we made free throws. I think that's really what helped us out, and then we got some shots inside once we started attacking, so it worked out for the best.
Enjoy it. You're state champion. Westside Warriors are your state champs in Class A, 53-40 over Norfolk. More from Pinnacle Bank Arena after this.
Programming on NET Television is provided in part by the Dr. Tom and Dorothy Hallstrom Inspire Nebraska Athletics Endowment.
If you stay long enough, if you put yourself in the right place, your head, heart, and soul align, everything slows down. And even though you're on vacation, for the first time and you can't remember when, you feel at home. Wouldn't that be nice?
Behind the Outlet, Nebraska Public Power District is exploring solutions to energy challenges today and tomorrow. Teaming with UNL, we are researching irrigation and energy efficiencies, ethanol and byproducts for livestock feed, renewable energy and clean air technologies. We are committed to providing Nebraskans with affordable, sustainable energy while investing in innovation for generations to come. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
It's a capital like no other.
We are the people of the state of Nebraska. This is our state capital. This is our heritage.
It's a revolutionary design portraying Nebraska, its history, and democracy.
Tuesday night at 7 Central Time on NET1.
Coverage of the 2015 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Constellation, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, U.S. Bank, and Education Quest. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. So welcome back to PBA, Pinnacle Bank Arena. Along with Trudy Nolan, I'm Larry Putney. Andy Kindy just finished interviews backstage, and Omaha Westside wraps it up 53-40. What a terrific accomplishment. Many people may not know, but I think it's appropriate to say. You're an administrator at Westside, so obviously very proud of the win. But what does it mean to that community?
You know what? It means a great deal. And I just give my congrats to the girls, to the coaches, to Coach Clark. They work very hard, as do all the teams, you know, and everything that we have at Westside. But it's very good for the girls basketball program there. Of course, I'm a little, you know, passionate to that, so being a girls basketball player as well and having a daughter as well. So it's a great tribute to the girls basketball program there, and a big congratulations to them.
Hey, let's take a look at what's happened to this point of the day. We only have one game left, and so St. Mary's knocked off Dundee County Stratton to start out the day. St. Mary's winning a state title. Pierce came back, won it in C1. It was Pius 10th over Norris in B. In Class D2, Sacred Heart upsetting Why Not. Why Not was the 4-time defending state champion. We have a new champion Class A. Westside knocks off Norfolk, and now another team looking for multiple state championships. It's coming up next in Class C2. Crofton will take on Hastings St. Cecilia. It's hard to believe we've had 5 state champions crowned already today. We have one more left, and when we come back, we'll bring that to you. Crofton taking on St. Cecilia for the C2 title when we come back.